The Department of Homeland Security is criticizing an Obama-appointed Louisiana judge for ordering the release of 4 illegal migrants. That includes 3 convicted murderers and a pedophile from an ICE detention center. The 4 detainees filed a habeas corpus petition, basically asking the court, ICE put us back in detention illegally, either justify it or release us. So they had all been detained by immigration authorities in the past, but couldn't be deported at the time. So they were released under supervision, meaning they had regular check-ins and rules they had to follow, and they were allowed to live freely in the U.S. And then in 2025, ICE suddenly detained them again. The government said it planned to deport them, but months passed and deportation still wasn't realistically possible. The court focused on 2 questions. Did ICE follow its own procedures before re-detaining them, and was deportation actually likely in the near future? So Judge John D. Graveles ruled ICE failed to show either. So the court granted the habeas petition, meaning their detention was unlawful and they had to be released under supervision again. And the ruling specifically noted, quote, petitioners' criminal histories are not at issue here. Now, while this filing doesn't touch upon any of their records, DHS made sure to bring it up. DHS publicly highlighted the men's criminal records. First, there's Ibrahim Ali Mohammed, an Ethiopian national described as a criminal illegal immigrant who was convicted of sexual exploitation of a minor, and an immigration judge issued a final order of removal for him on September 5th, 2024. But despite that, he was released into the United States by the Biden administration. Then there's Gaston Sanchez from Cuba. His record includes homicide, assault, resisting an officer, concealing stolen property, and 2 robbery convictions. He actually received a final order of removal way back on September 24th, 2001. Another case is Ricardo Blanco Chomat, also from Cuba, convicted of homicide, kidnapping, aggravated assault with a firearm, burglary, robbery, larceny, and selling cocaine. And his final removal order was March 27, 2002. And then there's Francesco Rodriguez Romero, a Cuban national convicted of homicide and a weapons defense. And his final removal order dates back even further, May 30th, 1995. The court filing also says this, quote, in deciding to grant supervised release, ICE found that each of these men was not a flight risk. Each was nonviolent and likely to remain nonviolent. Each posed no threat to society, and each was likely to comply with the conditions of release. But it mentions Rodriguez Romero has bipolar disorder with psychosis that he takes daily medication for. DHS spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin said the decision would put Americans at risk and criticized the judge releasing violent criminals back into American communities.